Okay, it's the it's the 25th of February 2026, and it's of course another day in the markets. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, and of course, as usual, it's another recap. Had an exciting day in the markets today, and like the title said, today is one of the one of the surprising reversals that I experienced in the market today, actually. And of course, I will share my screen so that we can see. So just bear with me. And I wanted to just make the background white so you could all see what I am looking at as well. So give me a second. Wonderful. I think I got it. And I'm trying to get the performance on. Boom. Okay, let's share the screen quickly. So, of course, as usual, the weather's actually getting better. So you might see me throw off my comfy blankets now. I kind of enjoy it once I start wearing it. I just get used to it, really. But that's just me. That's my style. And yeah, so like I said, surprising reversal today at the market. So yeah, and as usual, the queues today was actually a great day. I mean, if you remember, we had there was a State of the Union yesterday, State of the Union, and as a result of that, I think there are quite a few things which was said. I tend to call today. I think most times when they have the State of the Union, we tend to get a rally the next day. I'm not quoting statistics. I don't know how many times, but without getting carried away, we are still stuck in this zone. The market's been up and down on a tight 6.57% range over the past 6 October, 4 months now. Yeah, since October. So, if you do know how to trade within the trend, then you are good. If you don't, then don't take a risk. And of course, we're still very much in early earnings season. I saw a great statistics actually today, a shocking statistics, but in a good way, which says more than 80% of the companies in the S&P, they beat the earnings. So this is a good thing, right? Yeah, of course, that's what I think anyway. So here is the cues. And today, first thing, I woke up to see the news, and I put up a few what's it called? I put up a few polls in the group today because we saw the first thing we saw was Coinbase. Coinbase now introducing stocks. Kind of looks like we're looking at the everything platform, which was what FTX was trying to do. Unfortunately, it was mismanaged by Sam Bankman-Fried. And of course, but now it looks like that's what Coinbase is saying. And of course, this gave how do I say? It gave a brief 13% to Coinbase or to Coin. That's number one. Number two, and I thought it might be a threat to Robinhood. But how did it go with Robinhood? Robinhood still rallied as well. I mean, but the key stakeholder is Bitcoin. And what did we have at Bitcoin? Bitcoin had a great day today. I think it was a good 68 thousand we saw. So yeah, which we haven't, the market hasn't seen in a while. So BTC had 68%. Sorry, 60, he has 68K. In fact, if you could see, he actually briefly went to 70,000, but unfortunately it didn't hold. But you can see it's building again. So that's impressive for Bitcoin holders. But overall, we could still say, I mean, 5 years average is 47%, and the last 12 year to date is still down, but the average is quite evening out. It's evening out gradually. But also, if you look at anything BTC, they all just made a great move. I mean, today I was talking about MicroStrategy, one of the most shortest stocks. which is up by a lot. Let's look at Mr. CLSK didn't look like it made much move. I didn't look at that at all today. MicroStrategy had a brilliant, brilliant day. He was, I think, 135. There you go, 8%. We have some really tiny position stocks. BTBT also had an amazing day. Impressive. Look at that, 7.7%. These things are down, but all these guys had a great day as a result of Bitcoin. So, that's on the corporate side. Even BMNR, this just can't get in his own way. Tom Lee, I think Tom Lee is down by a few $1 billion. So there you go. So 10% again. In fact, even I was looking at this, I was trying to get it for the group last Friday, but somehow it's kind of skips me. It was a great 10% today. So that's one of the things we have today. Looking at the market. Another one was, I think Oracle caught an upgrade today. Is it up in Maya? And when Oracle caught an upgrade, we had quite a few people. Pardon me, 1 minute. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it couldn't really hold it, but you could see that just tells you Oracle is kind of testing the bottom right here. And that, you know, I mean, how much more lower can it go? I don't know, but it just kind of feels like Oracle is right now at the point where things is just stabilizing. So yeah, so that's the way I see. Tonight's session is probably going to be as short as possible. Again, I woke up to, yeah, so Oracle caught an upgrade. Also, GEV. Look at GEV. GEV was another great one there. GEV is just a monster. I mean, it's very hard since last year. So it kind of initially, it put a big run up in there and then reversed a little bit. But if you look at GEV over the long term, look, this just seems like a straight line. And remember, this was taken away or carved out from GE. And look, from 114, just right there in April, less than 2 years ago, it's 7x. So that's an impressive one there. Again, we had, now this was the biggest blowout today. Look at Circle 35%. This is an amazing, this is an amazing one, really. I put something out today. No, not today. I put something out in the community, in the group. What are the things I said they should watch out for? Let me just quickly find it. I mean, I did say that, we should look out for. I did say look out for number one. I did say look out for stable coins. Let's have a look. Yep, I did say look out for stablecoin this year as part of my strategy, and that's what I said. I okay, let's see. I mean, I'm gonna post so you can just see what I'm trying to talk about. It's, again, this is not financial advice, just some of the things I said. I was looking out for, and that's what I said right here. Just, not that one. So, like I said. A few things I said I was looking out for this year. Stable coins, number one. Solar, number two. Whatever else I think AI cannot disrupt. These are the things I said I was going to look out for. Like I said, again, this is not financial advice, just something we are looking at in the group. And of course, that's just seems to be playing very fast. Solar Edge as well. Since that post, it's been on a very, very impressive run. Look at that curling. So that's another one right there with a lot of patience. But anyway, back to, also, I did mention, what's the second one I said? I said, look out for Carver. I did say this on Monday. Where is it again? I mean, as part of our joking thing, I said, let's see. We're going to find it. We shall find it. And here you go. So that was it right there. I said, look out for Kava. And yesterday it played as well. Look out for Kava right there. So, if he did play yesterday, Then of course, he just carried on, still playing. I mean, today was at 26%. So this is some of the things you've got to pay attention to. You've got to be able to pay attention to some of these runners. Another one to look out for right now is toast, So this is, I'm actually drawing a pattern from these things. And what is the pattern I'm looking out for? If you notice, I mean, Kava is a group of, it's in the restaurant business. But what is Toast? Toast is a package software. Does that mean because Anthropic hasn't come for it? I don't know yet, but it kind of looks like maybe software is fighting back. The market is saying something. Again, we also have Fig. Fig is making a move and the move hasn't been killed or called. Look, that's 13% again today. Is that a after IPO move, which after it's gone for the price, how do I say, price discovery? But it just looks to me like they are fighting back, and that's what I'm seeing. So again, speaking of crypto, look at what happened today. Mara came out to play. I think I've shown BMNR. Mara came out to play. Looks 6% after the entire culling by the market. Does that mean we are back? I don't know. I mean, all I know is we just follow pattern. iBeats as well came out to play, and that's it. So all these guys came out aggressively, strong reversal after the entire because Bitcoin just couldn't catch a bottom, which is unfortunate rather. Also, we have PayPal. I think I talked about this yesterday. Stripe coming for it now based on valuation. But what do we notice about PayPal? I mean, back to back rallies about 3 days. So today, absolutely a deserved break, of course. So yeah, also back on earnings. Oh, this was just a disaster. This is a disaster. I haven't got a dog in this fight at all, but odd. I mean, it's quite odd that you could get caught way below its IPO price. $50, sorry, 50% cut in one day. It must have been a just disaster, really. And I don't even know how bad it was, but I think it's got to do with the guidance because, and this is something some people just look at the earnings, but look, earnings seem to be fine, the revenue seems to be fine, but I don't know how bad the guidance was or whatever transpired, but I wasn't a part of this thing, so I said again, haven't got a dog in this fight. Another one was this is a bit later, actually. Array technology, semiconductors. Yes, even though I said this just happened today, even though I did say I was looking into what's it called? Semiconductors, sorry, solar panels. I mean, I don't really know what transpired with these earnings, but this was a disaster. We haven't got a dog in this fight either. Another one, which is just a waste of name. Look at AI. Ever since Tom Siebel got how do I say? Fell ill, AI just couldn't catch a break. I mean, look at this. I've, I mean, I remember putting some warnings here, and I said this is coming down aggressively down. And as we can see, we can't find the top here really. This is gone as far as I'm concerned. This is gone. So I think it was being acquired a few weeks ago by some company. I can't remember what the company was, but honestly, this is just not a company I would want to invest in at all. I think this is dying, really miserable death. Also, TTD. There's one more I wanted to talk about. TTD as well. He just got heavily punished, down 15% after the earnings. Again, not a great look at all. Until they find a solution. Look, AI, Google keep eating their lunch, and that's just the way it works. Finally, Diageo. Oh God, look at what happened to Diageo. Look, there's a report which says alcohol consumption is at multi-year low, and I'm thinking, Gen Zs, man, you guys are not having alcohol, taking alcohol anymore. But anyway, Diageo, what did they do? Earnings was horrible, piss poor, and of course, look at the dividend. They said they are cutting the dividend. I don't know about how much. So this just took a lot of people off as well. And as you can see, it's just on a knife down. Look at that. That's just an impressive trend. Well, impressive for short, I guess, since whatever this date was. I mean, I'm just going to quickly have a look. It's just been coming down. I mean, do you say, right from the minute it hits all-time high, and that's January 2022, isn't that strange? Because that was when inflation was all-time high. Well, multi-year highs. That was when they were all-time high. And it's just been coming down. At the same time, inflation is coming down. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I don't think he has a way, not anytime soon. But anyway, tomorrow's another day. Finally, Nvidia came to save the day. Another bumper, record beating earnings, Nvidia. I mean, I do think most of it is pricing. I don't know how much it's going to move, but tomorrow will be a big decider. But anyway, then until we shall see. Until then, guys, I hope everyone has a good night. Sorry, came in late, but finally we're there. Have a good night, and I shall see you tomorrow.